Okay, number 6. After a 40% price reduction, an exercise machine sold for $564. What was the exercise machine's price before this reduction? So we're going to use the same steps. So we're looking for the price before the reduction. So we are going to say let x equal the original price. Alright, step 2, we don't have another quantity to find, so there's nothing we need to do for step 2. Step 3, we do need to write an equation, but we probably need to think about this first in terms of the percents. So it says after a 40% reduction, the machine was $564. So what that means is we only paid 60% of the price. So I'm just going to kind of go off to the side here and explain what I mean by that. Originally, the exercise machine was 100% of its price. You had to pay 100%. Well, if there's a 40% reduction, that means basically that the store is taking care of that 40%. So you, as the customer, have to pay 60%. So we're told that after the 40% price reduction, the machine sold for $564. So the customer paid $564. So what we need to figure out was what did it start at, so that when we paid 60% of it, we were paying $564. Alright, so now we're going to write out our equation, and it's going to be similar to those A equals P times B equations that we did in class. So basically we want to know $564 is 60% of what? Okay, so that means that we started with something, the base. The base is what we don't know. We took 60% of that, and we paid $564. So remember, this is the A equals P times B. Let's just jot that down and make sure you remember that. Alright, so let's write it out again. So 564 equals 60% is 0.6, of is multiply, and B is what we're looking for. Alright, so for step 4, we want to solve for B. So 564 divided by 0.6 tells us that the B is 940. So what that means is that the original price was $940. Let's check it. So basically, if we started at 940 and we took a 40% reduction, so we want to find 40% of 940 is $376. And then if that's a reduction, that means we subtract that from the original, and there we go. There is our 564 as the sale price. Alright, last one. This is just a translation problem. So it says 8 subtracted from 6 times a number is 298. Find the number. Alright, so some of the things we know that is going to be our equal sign. Subtracted, so we're going to have some subtraction in there. 6 times a number, that translates to about 6n or 6x, either way. But here is where we really need to pay attention. It says that 8 is subtracted from 6 times a number. So what that means is that we started with 6 times the number, and from that we subtract 8. So it's not 8 minus 6n, because 8 is being subtracted from the 6n. So we start with 6n and we subtract 8 from that, and it equals 298. Add 8 to both sides. So 6n equals 306. Divide both sides by 6, and n equals 51.